TIL that Neil Armstrong's barber sold Armstrong's hair for $3,000 without his consent. Armstrong threatened to sue the barber unless he either returned the hair or donated the proceeds to charity. Unable to retrieve the hair, the barber donated the $3,000 to a charity of Armstrong's choosing. Someone paid $3,000 for hair. It was later donated to the Hair and Space Museum. Neil was known to have a low tolerance for people who tried to profit from using him. Probably a side effect of him being a decent human being. Just curious, on what grounds could he even sue him for it? I would have just returned any pile of hair to him that was a similar color and texture. Would he have even known? Don't fuck with any of the moonlanders, they don't take any bullshit. Buzz Aldrin will punch you in the fucking face if you fuck with him. Straight legends in every way. Is the hair still legally years after they cut it? My dad has a signature from every man that's walked on the moon. The one from Armstrong is on an uncashed check from his dry cleaner. LOL. I'm friends with the guy, Todd Mueller, who contacted Neil Armstrong's barber and offered to buy Neil's hair. Todd is an autograph and memorabilia dealer. He's really a great guy. The way he told me this happened was he found out who Neil's barber was and called him up and introduced himself. He asked the barber what he did with Neil's hair after he cut it. The barber said he threw it away. Todd then said the next time he cut Neil's hair he would like to buy the guy's trash for $3,000. The barber hung up on him. Todd called him back and reassured him that he was legitimate and would respect Mr. Armstrong's privacy. The barber said he would think about it. A month later Todd gets a call from the barber and said he is willing to sell his trash. Todd sends him a check and in return the barber sends him a package with Neil's hair and a letter authenticating that he cut Neil's hair on such and such date. Todd was going to just hang on to the hair and sell it after Mr. Armstrong passed. As Todd told it then, the only people who knew about the hair were Todd, the barber, and Todd's brother who worked for him. Todd's operation is located in Colorado Springs. Todd's brother goes out to learn to snowboard. He's riding up the chair with the instructor who asks him, "So, what do you do for a living?" He said, "I work for my brother who deals with autographs and memorabilia." Guess what? We have Neil Armstrong's hair. Snowboard instructor, wow, that's crazy. A short time later Neil Armstrong vacations in Colorado Springs and decides to learn to snowboard. As he's riding up the chair with the instructor says, "Hey, I know somebody who has your hair." Neil freaks out. At least that is how Todd told it. My guess is that it became public knowledge after Todd sold a small sample to the guy who owns the largest private collection of human hair. Anyhow, Neil is totally pissed and has his attorneys call the barber and threatens to sue him. He's just a small businessman, calls Todd who says not to worry because he didn't do anything wrong or illegal. While the hair did come off of Neil Armstrong's head, it no longer belonged to him. The barber is panicking and calls the local news affiliate which is owned by ABC. ABC's radar goes up when Neil Armstrong's name pops up. They go national with it. The AP buys the rights to the story, it goes worldwide. Reporters contact the barber, Todd, the guy who now owns some of it, and it is the #2 story in the world for a short time. Todd tells Mr. Armstrong's attorneys to back off since they don't have any legal ground on this and that he respects Mr. Armstrong's privacy and was not going to go public with it until after Mr. Armstrong had passed away, and that all their threats of lawsuit were only calling more attention to the matter. They backed off and then there was no more news about it. TL/Dr. Todd Mueller, memorabilia dealer, bought it from Neil's barber, sold a small sample to the guy who has the world's large private collection of human hair, and Neil finds out about it. All hell breaks loose. I worked as an assistant editor on a Kanye video. He would have his barber come into our office and when they were done they wouldn't pick up the hair. Pretty gross and disrespectful, I thought. I had the idea of trying to sell it, but I figured it would be a pain in the ass, so I just said fuck it. He also left a turd in the woman's bathroom, but I wasn't going near that. Can I get a video of Neil Armstrong punching that moon landing denier? That hair. https://www. Reaction GIFs. /WP content /upload /2016/06 museum_Indiana_Jones. GIF. And after that, he only got his hair cut at home. Sue him for what? And that charity's name? The Hair Club for Moonman. You're donating it to the Me Foundation. How do you own the hair that someone cuts off of you during a haircut? I feel that's like when people go through your trash. It's weird as hell, but there's some weird technicality that makes it perfectly legal. Neil, return my hair, or Buzz will punch you in the face. Buzz would have just punched the barber in the face. True story. Unable to retrieve the hair, the barber donated the $3,000 to a charity of Armstrong's choosing. WTF, turns out the charity was Namblat. A similar thing happened to Stan Lee. It's actually common. If you're extremely famous, everyone wants something. I don't understand this. Who has ownership of hair clippings after they have been discarded? TBH, that's lame as fuck. If someone sold my hair, I'd have been like, get your money, man. People out here are sad these days. Holy shit, Neil, cut the guy a break and let him make some fucking money, you spiteful bastard. Poor barber, not like he was some multi-million-dollar company owner. Guess it was about his principles. So, my barber doesn't own my cut hair after he's done cutting it? Would have been fascinating to see this play out legally. Why would he have been able to do so? That shit was garbage. It is true. People buying hair is really fucking creepy. On the other hand, if someone wanted to pay me for my garbage, of course I'd sell it. I'll sell sooner over Elsa's bathwater too, to these creeps. Das money, yo. Who the fuck buys that? There's no celeb's hair from their head or body I would want to keep. Why would anyone want his hair? That's got to be the weirdest thing to show off to guests. I would not want to see that. So this is men's version of my body, my choice. Any Reddit/armchair lawyers around to tell me if Armstrong would have been successful in court? To be fair, if Armstrong left his hair at the barber shop, I don't think he would have a claim to it anymore. I don't think Armstrong's claim would hold up from a legal perspective. He wouldn't sign autographs either, on the fear that people would sell them. I met him once and saw him very kindly wave away several attempts for an autograph. I didn't even ask, and satisfied myself with a handshake. Did he get a buzz cut? That was so rude and unethical of his barber. Sounds like all of them were bully assholes. Every story I hear about them is them being total dicks. I know I'm late to this, but I wanted to put in. I'm a barber, and the thought of taking advantage of the trust of someone that comes to you for a cut like this is sickening to me. I don't know what that barber was going through to make him do this, but one of the most rewarding parts of my job is the connection that you grow with your clients. I feel as if I'm part of their family. I get Christmas and birthday presents, invites to the barbecue, and info to some of the most intimate part of people's lives. Selling someone's hair is just sad. Who fucking cares? What a bitch. Imagine if only he had just asked first. That's usually all it takes with nice people. The year is 2552, the Earth government is in the middle of selling the Earth's moon to the alien species known as the Bleergons. In the middle of the sale, Neil Armstrong's ghost rises and hunts down all involved in the deal. Coming to theaters near you, we present First Man, The Final Step Penning. Barber sweeps my hair into a big pile and throws it in the trash, and I pay him for the pleasure. That's really creepy, not gonna lie. Blah.